Hello, good morning. It's another day that we can't get on the beach. But I've just been walking along a little bit and if I turn again, there's that little patch of beach. We're gonna head there. We're gonna head there. The tide has been playing games all week. We've not been able to get onto the beach this week, all week, the whole week. It's never normally a week, but the weather's been so inclement that I think that's got a reason. Problem, I don't know, it's got a word, but it's Sunday morning. I can't speak much on a Sunday morning. But anyway, I haven't vlogged for over a week. I wanted a week off. It's like annual leave. I gave myself annual leave for a week, and I'm not sorry, I'm not going to apologise. That's what I did. And anyway, I'm going to get the beach walk done because I can see if you turn around, la la la, ah, it's not as wild as it has been, and it has been like most of the country absolutely battered by horrible storms, but it's not so bad today. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to walk the dogs and make sure that they don't fall over the seawall, make sure that I don't fall over the seawall, because I had a fall this week, fell down some stairs. I'll tell you all about that. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? Towards the middle of the video. Alright, speak to you in a bit. Bye bye. Just kidding. Hello. I'm washed. I'm showered. And after a week of annual leave, the reason why is because it's really difficult when it's just like a solo job, is when you're doing stuff at home that is DIY, renovation, refurbishment, you name it, different things. It's difficult to set up a camera, to film stuff. So I've always kind of just thought, I'm just going to do it and then I'll film it later on. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around to show. Ta-da! Yoo-hoo! I have uncovered 99%. I've just got that tiny little bit to do at the top and it's done. I've now ordered and had rubble bags, which I've got to put mountains of rubble in. And what this fireplace needs doing now, and this arrived yesterday as well, thank you very much, is all this brickwork that all the plaster has come off of, it needs cleaning off. So here we are. Got a selection of wire brushes that came in yesterday, and this again is a really dusty job because you've got to just keep, and you can see straight away how much dust is coming off really quickly to then make the brick. I'm doing it one-handed and I'm doing it left-handed, so it's not ideal, but you kind of have to just keep going until the brick starts to, you can see the amount of dust. So that is my next job. I'm not going to do it all the time because that's just tedious with one hand. But you can see where I've started it, where the colour of the brick is going to come through. So this has been a labour of love. It's taken way much longer than I thought it was going to take, but it's getting there. Just got to chip away at the top there. And then once this one's all done and looking gorgeous, I then move on to finishing this one. It's never ending, and this one's still got quite a lot to do, but it's getting there. So that's what I've been up to for the last sort of week while I've been having my annual leave away from YouTube vlogging. Another thing that's been going on this week, and it's all very exciting, but we just don't have the weather for it, is I have now got, I'm going to turn the camera around again. Ta-da! It's not a wonky, it's a table with 4 chairs, but there's only one outside with my coffee waiting. And I ordered, underneath there is a settee with a footstool and a coffee table. But because it's so blooming awful, I've not been able to sit on it. This morning is the first time that I've actually been able to sit outside and have a coffee. For once there's no breeze, but that wasn't the case this morning down on the beach. I'm just setting up the camera to have a little rest. So let's put it there like that. I think that's okay, isn't it? I think that will do. Hello everybody, welcome back to my video. So yes, I had a break and it's time to get back on it. I have put a lot of shorts out this week, which have been quite good fun, just being a bit silly. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video, when I was down on the beach this morning, that the beginning of the week, the tail end of it was the beginning of this week, I was walking down and the sea, because of the weather, the sea's been raging in and the tides have been completely affected. So there's been only one chance this week to get onto the beach. Unfortunately, that one day that I went down onto the beach, because the tide had just gone out and it comes right up amongst the stairs that lead down onto the sand, there's all this moss and algae, and normally I just walk down and it's all okay, but I put one step down onto the first step and it was like a sheer, and I went down backwards all the way and hurt myself really badly. And you know what, there are a few people on the beach, and it's just the world that we live in now. People saw that I fell, and I fell badly, but no one does anything. No one sort of ran over or walked over or made any signals to say, is everything all right? Are you okay? And I was like, get up, there's nothing to see here, nothing going on. But boy, oh boy, did it hurt. And because I've got my left shoulder has been, this one here, hello, left shoulder, has been dislocated 4 times over the years. And as soon as I put any impact on it, it dislocates, and then it's a hospital trip, because the way that it dislocates, you can't just reduce it back in easily. So I'm always really guarding this arm and shoulder. So I had this arm up in the air as I was falling down, and I was aware that there were concrete steps, so I was trying to keep my head up, because if I bang my head, that'd be terrible. So I went down sort of like that in a really bad position, and just my back, neck and shoulders properly hurt. For up until this morning, yesterday was really painful, could barely move. But anyway, that's my trouble. Slippery stairs on the beach, learn a lesson. The weather's been dreadful, and I've got a flat pack here, and I unpacked it, and flat pack hell, I will say flat pack hell. When you start to do it, you think, how difficult can it be? And you take everything out of the box, and then there was a bag like this, full of nuts and bolts and screws, and it's like, you can tell by the bag of screws, this is not going to be easy. And I tried to realign everything with the really brief instructions that you get, and it's like, how hard can it be? And it's one of those things, it's a bit like when your laptop doesn't do something you want it to do, and you end up wanting to throw the thing out the window, and it's like, I'm gonna lose my what's it if I pay any more attention to this flat pack in one day. Best thing to do, go to sleep. And came back downstairs yesterday morning, and it's like, right, had some sleep, my brain function might have found its pathway into the flat pack department, and I managed to put it together. So it's all underneath the cover at the moment because the weather's so inclement. But it means now I've got some garden furniture, which is nice. I've got table and chairs in the garden, which is really nice. And I think I'm finding the sun we only get the sun, it's not south facing here, so we don't get the sun all day long, which is a shame. I wanted to just quickly say about moving and settling and my emotional sort of pull towards France. It's getting less. It's not over, but it's getting less. I do feel much more settled. I still haven't started work. I start work in 10 days time, but I've been keeping really busy. But it seems to be that things are settling down. I still miss everything that I didn't think that I would miss in France. I still miss, and I'm due to go back in sometime soon to check on the house and to decide whether or not I want to put it up for sale or to keep hold of it. I don't know. One of the things I've been procrastinating about is finding a house sitter for the house and the dogs while I'm away, because I wouldn't take the dogs. And I think that the legacy of the last time I left my dogs to come over to England last summer, after a week away, I went back home and one of my dogs, my lovely Frida, my gorgeous beloved Frida, only survived another 24 hours after I got home. And I think I'm absolutely terrified of having someone else be responsible, because it is a responsibility, because I'd be going for about a week to potentially not see any signs. Not that there should be, because I've got 2 healthy dogs, but my fear of that happening again has made me properly procrastinate going back. And it's a job I need to do. I have to go back. I can't ignore the fact that there's a house sitting there that's now been empty for coming up for 3 months. I need to deal with it and do something about it. So I've got to sort of put my big boy's pants on, find a house sitter, and just trust that they know what they're doing and they'll make the right call at the right time, should there be anything untoward going on. So Ramsgate is turning out to be an okay place. It's an okay place. I've made some more new friends, and this time again, when I lived in France, when I first moved there, I made a bunch of friends really quickly, and I was like, I'm so lucky. There were a group of people that our paths would never have crossed if I'd lived in England, but it was okay, and it was only okay for a while. And I made some really bad choices about friendships, and I'm determined not to make that mistake here. So I'm being much more sort of selective and choosy, as are the people that I'm meeting as well. It's a two-way street, right? So that is slow, but I'm making some really good friends who are as engaged and interested in what I'm up to as I am about what they're up to. So that's good. That's a very good plus, because socially I've been out much more here. Although last night I was invited to go out to Margate, but to meet people at 10 o'clock last night, and that was a no-no for me. I can't remember the last time I actually started to go out at 10 o'clock at night. I was much younger, and that's not something that I'm keen to do, because we're up so early every morning with the dogs. So I keep saying we, and don't be confused about the we. It's I'm almost talking in the third person. I'm not a we, I'm an I, and I get up early every morning. I do. I could have had some help putting some flat packs together yesterday. That would have been really nice, but I did it all because I'm super clever, and one learns to be super independent when one lives on one's own for all of their adult life. But there you are. So that's it. It's okay. Things are going all right. The Fireplaces is coming along. Work starts in a couple of weeks. We've got lots of celebrations, family celebrations coming up in June and July. My mum and dad have been married for 60 years in 2 weeks' time. 60 years. So there's some nice things happening for that. And my mum turns 80 in July. So my brother and his family are coming over from Australia, which would be great. So lots of nice things to look forward to. But I'm more content than I have been. I'm more relaxed. I'm more settled. I'm more, yeah, this is okay. This is good. Even the noise factor that has taken so long to get used to is now become, it doesn't bother the dogs as much, and it doesn't bother me as much. The one thing I can't stand about living in the town centre is the cost of parking. There's no car parking permits. I have to go and get a season pass for the car park at the end of my road, and it's £100 a month. £100 a month just to park your car, and there's no concessions for residents. And I'm worried that in the summer months, which I don't know how long they will be, but the local council might just hike those prices up just to create more income for them. Who knows? Don't know. Anyway, things are good, and I'm at 91 subscribers, so there's been no movement for a couple of weeks. So please, if you see this video and you haven't subscribed or liked, please subscribe first and then like it. That'd be really cool. I'm really keen to get to the 100 mark, just to see what happens to YouTube once you go over the 100 mark. But there's not been any subscribers in a couple of weeks. But thank you to everyone that is still there watching, and obviously waiting until these videos are posted, because their day's not complete until they've seen my post. I know it. Anyway, this week I'm going to post another one towards the end of the week, Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to post another video, so I'm going to be really focused just to see if I can think about anything else and talk about stuff that's not boring. And before I go, just turn it around, and my pants and socks would like to say hello as well. They've been busting to say hello. The one good thing about all this windy weather is the washing gets dry in moments, so that's good. And I'd like to say have a lovely Sunday, wherever you are. I hope the weather's not too bad, and thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and share as always, and I will see you all again soon.